We had a really important weekend this past weekend, and our first time at home in a few games, and it was really nice to have our atmosphere back. I thought our players took advantage of being here. They understood how important every game is going to be and has been, and especially this weekend with the competition that we had coming in. I thought we really took care of business. We had different people stepping up in different games, and I think that's really going to help us moving forward to this week. I hope so. You know, every game you're trying to work on your consistency, and you're trying to make sure that we're playing for 40 minutes and you don't have any lulls at all, and that's a tough thing to do. You know, the teams that are doing that are the 19-0 teams, are the top 5 teams in the country. So it's something that I think every team is always trying to get to, and we are trying to get to that point. We had a great fourth quarter. We need to be better in the third quarter, so we're still kind of working on that. But for us to be able to explode after what I thought was a really good run by Northwood, a very dangerous run for that team, just because they can be so effective and they can be so good when they get hot. It was for us to be able to shut that down, for Elizabeth Keller to come in and us to keep going to her teammates to find her, and her to finish some really, really tough shots inside. Really important for our team. It's been nice to have different players be able to step up in different games based on what our matchups are. You know, Zibby, of course, on Thursday, she was our hot hand. Brenna was our consistent hot hand throughout the game. On Saturday against Lake Superior, and her shot is so tough to defend, and we were able to get her at the end of the shot clock, especially in the first half. She made a couple really tough ones in the first, so good for her for being kind of our steady person throughout that entire time, and then allowing everybody else to get their feet underneath them, allowing a couple other people to get hot, and then us able to grow as a team as we got to get a lot of people in off the bench. Hopefully it makes it difficult to defend. Hopefully they understand that you know, there's a lot of different people that can score, and hopefully our team, every single person, continues to be a threat. You know, and it's important for us still to, again, keep finding the hot hand, know who we should be going to in certain situations, know if Kelly can get something off of the ball screen or a post play, or whatever the case may be, and for us to continue to help each other get better. Yeah, it's a crazy week. It's going to be a little bit of a crazy stretch here. That's okay. Grand Valley and us are tied right now. They are extremely good defensively. I think they've averaged giving up 49 points since Christmas, and they're leading the league right now in points allowed per game. So everybody's having a really tough time scoring on them, which they always do. Granted, that is kind of the staple of their program, and they're big, and everybody shoots threes, and they shoot the most threes, and they make the most threes in the league. So we know we have our work cut out for us. One, being able to move the ball, have different people step up. This is going to be a game where I don't think one person is going to be able to go off. I think it's going to be a consistent effort by everyone. I think we're going to have to create some of our own shots, and some of our own shots for our teammates. I don't think it's going to be a situation where you're able to run a lot of plays. It just doesn't work against them. You have to find ways, create ways to score. And then us defensively, it's going to be, you know, it's tough when they go 3 at a time and they're making 8 to 12 a game. The score adds up pretty fast. So, and also, you know, if you get a miss, long rebounds, and making sure that you're finishing the possession with the rebound as opposed to giving them another opportunity. So we do have a work cut out for us. We know that. I think, you know, both teams are going to come in ready to battle. We're tied right now, and everybody realizes that this is the first part of a pretty extreme stretch, and but we are at home and we have to defend our home floor. It's the stretch because it's the one that's right in front of us, you know, and last week it was the Northwood Lake State stretch. So this one is again, it's going to be physically challenging. You know, we have Ferris coming in, who goes into overtime with Saginaw Valley. We have Northern. We have, you know, there's a lot of different. Everybody's tough, and so I think, but also everybody's also playing in these 5 games in the 10 days. So everybody's in the same playing field as far as how they're feeling, and so we have to make sure that we're going to be the mentally toughest team coming out of this.